Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here, Monday, June the 20th. We're in the 12th week of Ordinary Time now. First, 2 Kings. Yet the Lord warned Israel and Judah by every prophet and every seer, saying, "Turn from your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes in accordance with all the law that I commanded you, your ancestors, and that I send to you by my servants, the prophets." They would not listen, but were stubborn as their ancestors had been, and did not believe in the Lord their God. This shows, the sad reality that we are in because of a lack of grace. Stubbornness, arrogance, pride, a penchant for, establishing, like the human heart unaided by grace is an idol-making machine. It's an idol-making machine. These people in the Old Testament, we're not better than them. We have our own idols. They didn't have iPhones, and iPhones are not idols in and of themselves, but they can become idols. Our technology can become an idol. The weekend can become an idol. It's mine, it's my precious, right? Do with it what I want to do. I deserve the break. I don't have time to go to church. I need a break. I. Rather than recognizing that God is the one from whom we get our strength, our energy, our vitality, our resources, and so on. And even to spend an hour and 15 minutes in worship is actually the smartest investment with our whole life. And I know it doesn't boil down to an hour and 15 a week, but we know what I'm talking about, right? So this is, God's love for them. He kept appealing. He kept, asking them, even bothering them, through the prophets and calling them back to repentance. And they killed and murdered so many of the prophets. God, swore an oath he was faithful and continues to be faithful to his covenant. So, we really see here, not only, it's not a matter of judging and condemning those people, but realizing that can be me very easily if I don't take God's advice, through the scriptures, through the teaching of the church. I can do worse. These people didn't slaughter babies, with some illicit, immoral precept of the Supreme Court allowing the slaughtering of babies, through Roe v. Wade, and now murdering old people and even people who want to die, have themselves put to death. We can do far worse things, in our own day because we won't listen to the Lord. So let you and me really try this day, to be resolved to listen to what God is asking of us. Okay, so over to the gospel. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not judge, and you will that you may not be judged. For with the judgment you make, you will be judged, and the measure you give will be the measure you get." So we see here, the importance, first of all, of making distinctions. We are forbidden to actually judge the state of someone's soul. That's impossible, and we do it all the time. But it's impossible, and it's actually sinful. Only God is capable of doing this, but we have the obligation of judging external actions. Otherwise we wouldn't have a court system, parents couldn't do their job, even friends couldn't call each other out, for doing something wrong or improper, inappropriate, that kind of thing. And this is where we have to make distinctions. So probably a good thing to do before we actually say something to somebody is, if we're given the opportunity, if we have the time, is take time. First of all, shut your mouth. When I say you, obviously, I mean me too. We need to be quiet. We need to pray about it. We need to, in effect, in our prayer, bounce this off of God. And we need to actually correct ourselves the way we are going to wind up, if we deem it necessary to correct a friend, correct ourselves in the same way we would correct them. So we are receiving our own correction. And not do this, haphazardly, but sincerely. So in other words, our goal is not to hurt another person, is not to shame them, is not to humiliate them, but is to truly seek their good, their correction. So we want to be prudent, we want to be wise, charitable. That doesn't mean being a coward, so we never do anything, but choosing the right time and the right opportunity as much as is possible. And then actually saying what needs to be said for the true good of another. So never judge the state of someone's soul, but if you need to judge somebody's actions, remember some basic steps that we've gone over. All right, God bless you.